Do you think we're in a crisis of purpose right now?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that we are. I mean, it's embarrassing that I have a career, right? There should be no demand for my work. Yeah, I think that in general, I think people would admit it. I think that who can say whether that it's the first time it's ever happened? But I think people are more open to say that they either want it or are missing it. So, but I think we've definitely seen the workplace change over the past few decades. We've definitely seen the decline in church membership over the past few decades. We've definitely seen, increased rates of loneliness and anxiety and depression. And I think there's a lot of and the significant rise of sort of retreats and purpose, events and things like that. So
Men's groups.
So I think I think it's safe to say yes.
Yeah. What are the areas that have fallen away? You mentioned work, you mentioned church, community.
Yeah.
These are things that perhaps 50 years ago, 100 years ago would have been more prevalent.
Well, what's interesting is what we've seen in the world. Like people used to get their sense of purpose from church, or things like that. We had bowling leagues. And extracurricular activities where people would have their friends group. You socialized with your neighbors. And work was a place you went to make a living. It wasn't supposed to be this end-all be-all of everything. And as those things fell away, we started to put more and more pressure on the workplace to provide those things. So now we're looking for our work to provide our sense of purpose, to provide our sense of community, to provide our social life. And now we're also saying that work should be the place that agrees with my politics. That never used to happen.